Welcome to Ank's English. I'm Ank. This is where you don't just learn English, but you also learn to understand and love yourself through powerful, meaningful stories. Today, I want you to join Alice and Ema for a conversation that might just be exactly what you need to hear right now. They're talking about something we all struggle with: fear of judgment. If you've ever held yourself back because you were afraid of what others might think, this conversation is for you. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive in.
Hey Ema, you seem a little off today. What's going on?
It's just one of those days. I've been feeling kind of heavy. Not physically, but emotionally. It's like there's this cloud following me around, and I don't know how to shake it.
I hear you. What's weighing on your heart?
Honestly, it's this constant fear of judgment. Every time I think about doing something new, speaking my truth, or even just being myself, there's this little voice that says, "What will they think of me?"
Oh, I know that voice. It's quiet, but it's deafening, right? That fear that holds you back from doing the things you truly want to do.
Exactly. And it's like I don't even know who they are. Are they my friends? Strangers? Family? It's like I'm constantly worried about disappointing people or being laughed at for being me.
You're definitely not alone, Ema. We all have that voice in our heads, that fear of judgment. It's part of being human. But let me ask you this. How long are you going to let that voice control your life?
That's the thing. I want to be brave. I want to speak up. I want to wear what I want, say what I think, and just live my life fully. But every time I take a step forward, that fear stops me in my tracks.
I understand. I used to feel the same way. I remember when I first started sharing my writing. I was terrified that people would call it childish, or worse, think I wasn't good enough. I used to hide it all away, never letting anyone see it.
Really? I always thought you were so confident, Alice.
Confidence doesn't come from not being afraid. It comes from doing things even when you're scared. The first time I shared my writing, my heart was racing. I thought I would die from the anxiety, but I did it anyway.
So what made you take that leap?
Well, one day, I asked myself a question that really changed everything for me. Am I living for myself or for their approval? And the truth was, I was living for their approval. I wanted everyone to like me, to think I was good enough.
That sounds familiar. I think I'm doing the same thing.
And what I realized was, living for others meant that I wasn't living for me. I was giving away pieces of myself to fit into some mold of what I thought people wanted. And that, it wasn't freedom. It was a prison.
Yeah, I've been doing that too. Holding back parts of myself, hiding the things I love just so no one can judge me.
It's a tough cycle to break, but here's the thing. When you hide parts of yourself, you're not just hiding from others, you're hiding from you. And when you keep doing that, you forget who you really are.
That makes sense. But how do I stop? How do I stop being afraid of judgment?
The first step is realizing that judgment is inevitable. There will always be people who don't like what you do, how you dress, or what you say. But here's the secret. Those people don't matter. What matters is whether you're being true to yourself.
I think I'm starting to understand. But it's still hard.
Of course it's hard. But here's something I want you to remember. Courage isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, piece by piece. You start small. You take little steps. And each time you take a step, that fear gets smaller. The more you do something, the less scary it becomes.
Piece by piece. I like that.
Yeah, it's about taking action, even when you're scared. I've been there, Ema. I've been afraid to speak my truth, afraid to be seen. But I realized that not living authentically, that was the real fear. And it was worse than any judgment I could face.
I think I'm ready to start. But it feels like such a big change.
It doesn't have to be a big change right away. Just take one small step today. Speak up in a conversation. Wear something that feels like you. Take a moment to say what's really on your mind. Every time you do that, you're building more courage. And eventually, you'll look back and realize how far you've come.
I think I'm ready to try. Thank you for helping me see that I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be myself.
And that's the most important thing, Ema. The world doesn't need a perfect version of you. It needs the real one. The one who's brave enough to live authentically, despite the fear of judgment.
I'll remember that, and I'll take that first step today.
I believe in you, and I'll be cheering you on every step of the way.
And there you have it, a powerful conversation between Alice and Ema. But now, let me ask you something. What are you holding back? What parts of yourself have you hidden away because you are afraid of judgment? Today, right now, is your chance to start living for you, to take that first step, however small it may be. If you felt inspired by this story, I encourage you to share it with someone you care about. Maybe they need to hear it too. And remember, here at Ank's English, we don't just teach words. We teach you how to use them to change your life, to grow, and to live authentically. So, until next time, be brave, be kind, and be you. Vocabulary highlights: authentic, true to one's own personality, spirit, or character. Courage, the ability to do something that frightens you. Approval, the belief that something or someone is good or acceptable. Freedom, the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. Judgment, the ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions, or the opinion someone has about you. Key quotes: perfection is a myth. What matters is growth. Every failure is just feedback telling you what works and what doesn't. Start living for yourself today. You are enough. It's not about perfection. It's about learning and growing. Bye-bye.